you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't. Show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch and skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro. When you're supposed to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the tiger. I see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Buddy up! 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming after you!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Check safety!
Throwing on first down. King under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Second and 13. And the pressure gets to him again.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following two negative plays. Operating from the gun, King. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lamb. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
49's the money. 49's the money. Watch the pass.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. There's the stiff arm. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it. Lady. Switch. Whip. What's that?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Recon 132.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. King steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. A toss play to Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Slam. Keep going, O. Keep going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
218, chop. A gain of 4. Second and 6. Let's get it. Hey, Sue. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 3-3. 51 to mine. Hey, man. Red 80. Watch the boot. Banjo. Lady. Mike, get the touch.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Team 6. Topper.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Darnold. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
80, 57, Mike 57. I got one. Red 80.
Now Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
We got this.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw. King. Open man is Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
51's the mic. Too little, cut. The lady. Check. Hey, Charlie. Ringo. Hey, son. 51.
Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sharp. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
King on 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got three.
King now. A final shot before break. Got a man open. It's Ross. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We're going to sign.
57's mine. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's sharp.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike 57.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Hey, switch gears.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Sharp. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Cooper to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Cooper looking to throw on 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Darnold now to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, I-7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Point after now from Catanzaro. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. King. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's lost. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now King operating from the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. King. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. King. And Eifert has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Jets on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game.
Real side.
57's right. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, son.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No. Wow. Man, 80. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.